Hello everyone, respected HOD sir, Professor ma'am, and my dear friends. A man can be destroyed but cannot be defeated. Yes, many of you know that this is the famous quote of The Old Man and the Sea, written by Ernest Hemingway. So, if I talk about this book in a brief way, so this is written by Ernest Hemingway. It was published in 1st September 1952. The genre of this novel is short heroic novel, and it also won Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 1953 and the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954. So I will start with the summary, the theme, and then I will conclude with some important things of this novel. So this is the novel which starts with the protagonist. We can say the heart of the protagonist is Santiago. You can see the picture. Santiago is old fisherman fishing alone in the Gulf Stream, and he had not got any kind of fish in last 84 days. Santiago is gone with deep wrinkles in the back of snake. His hands has the heavy scars. And now if I say about the another important character, so that is a small boy helping the old man seeking food or money, and that is Manolin. So Manolin is a very caring boy who is actually caring to the old man. When if I give one example of this thing, when Santiago says, I have yellow rice and fish to me for lunch, boy already know that he is lying, he caught them, and he goes and take black beans, bread and banana for Santiago. So this thing shows that they are very close to each other and how much boy love to Santiago. The old man had taught this child to do fishing when he was just 5 years old, and also the Santiago took to Manolin to the fishing board for the first time when he was just a 5-year-old boy. Manolin is the little boy. It had been Santiago. He had been with Santiago for first 40 days. But after not getting any kind of fish, boy's parents told him to not be with Santiago because he is Salau. Now, what is Salau? This is the worst meaning, the worst form of unlucky. So many fishermen were making fun of the Santiago, but Manolin always have the belief, always have the trust on the Santiago that he is the greatest fisherman. There are many good fishermen are there, but the great fisherman is only Santiago. He always believed in Santiago. So in the sense, the boy motivates the old man. And when they are both free, old man used to talk with Manolin about his past life, about the experiences he had in his life with the joy. So at the first day of the novel, when man went to the sleep, he had only dream of Africa. When he saw the dream about golden white beach of the ocean, it is the symbol of the beginning of life on the earth and symbolizes the formlessness and the unfathomable and chaos. The ocean is considered to be the boundless, a place where one can easily be lost and can therefore be seen to represent the boundless span of the life and the way one can get lost on the journey throughout the life. So this dreams he had seen, he regularly see the Santiago regularly see this type of dreams in his sleeps. Mountains and especially the lions playing on the white beaches of Africa. So this scene he saw from his ship when he was very young man. He frequently see the lions which are on the mountains. This scene he actually saw when he was a very young man. On the second day, after having coffee, the boy carried the old man's gear to his boat. Santiago is confident about the day's prospectus. He and Malolin parted on the beach with wishing each other best of luck. Now Santiago is going to do fishing again. He never gave up. So on the third day, when sun rose from the sea and he saw that there are only few boats are there, he was very alone. He was feeling that it is impossible for a man to be alone in the sea, but he is his own inspiration. So he says that he feels that every day is a new day and it is better to be lucky rather than to be exact. This is a very heart touching line of the novel, that every day is a new day. So after that, after some time, he saw a man of war bird with long black wings. So he tells the bird to stay and rest up before hearing the towards the shore. And suddenly, now the novel's turning point come, that the very big fish named Marilyn surges near the Santiago's overboard. Santiago's hand started bleeding from when the lines he has cut it. He was struggling very much hard, and suddenly the fish leads magnificently into the air, and Santiago sees that it is more bigger than Santiago's skiff. He witnessed that this is a huge fish. It's 2 feet longer than the skiff itself. He thought that he could take picture of it. Santiago declares is a very great fish. The second day of Santiago's struggle with the marlin wears on. He is tired, he is exhausted, but still he boosts his confidence. The old man recalls the great night arm wrestling match he won as a young man, having beaten the great Negro from the other country, and then he earned the title of the champion. So he is remembering this to boost his confidence. He feels sorry for Madeline, that he shows he is a gentle old man. He is very much kind man, but still he is killing the Madeline, so he is very sorry for it. He says that I wish I could see the fish, and fish is my brother, but I must kill him. This proves that this is the man with the kind heart. While the Madeline is quiet, the old man decides to sleep again. He has several dreams. A school of porpoises leaps from and return to the ocean. He is back in his heart during a storm. And he again dreams of the lions on the beach of the Africa. Now the Madeline wakes Santiago by jerking the line, and suddenly the fish started to jump out, and then what jump out in water again and again. The line feeds out fast, and the old man breaks against with his back and hand. His hands are badly cut, especially the left hand. He feels pain, he feels dizzy, and the black spots around his eyes. The fish riots on his lines, battering the boat with his spear. As the Madeline continues to circle, Santiago uh, put the pressure on the line to bring the fish very close to him. The old man thinks that the fish is killing him, and also admiring the fish for kill him. He says that I don't care who kills who. Eventually he pulls the fish onto his side by the boards, and suddenly he throw the harpoon onto the fish. The fish lurches out of the water brilliantly and beautifully. Now the another kind of twist point come in the novel 2 hours later. When a pair of shovel-nosed shark arrives, the sharks attack, and Santiago fights them with a knife that he had. He enjoyed killing them because they were the best enemy of him. But he kills them both, but not before they take a good quarter of the marlin, including the best meal. Again, Santiago wishes that he maybe he had not killed the Marilyn. He apologized to the dead Marilyn for having gone out so far, saying it did neither of them any good. After the comeback, early the next morning at his home, Manolin comes to the old man's shake, and the sight of his friend's revenged hand brings him into tears. He goes out of the fisher. He goes out and also take coffee for fishermen. The many people, the many fishermen come to see the Marilyn. Santiago involving the Coast Guard. Santiago is happy to have someone to talk with now. And after that, he and Manolin makes plans. The old man sleeps again. For the third time, Santiago returns to his dreams of the lion at African beaches. Now, this lion, as an image that recalls the old man's youth, the lion suggests that the circularity of life. The lion symbolizes Santiago's last youth as well as his pride. So, before concluding this, I would like to say some few important things about the novel. That the story speaks to something human that is indescribable, too deep for words. Hemingway's magnificent table is the story of an old man, a young boy, and a giant fish in a perfectly crafted story. Santiago tells the fundamental human truth that in the world, from our first breath to last breath, through the victories and failure, only thing that sustain us ultimately is hope. This novel teaches us to never give up on anything, never give up on our hope. So walk up with hope, wake up with hope in the heart, and we will never walk alone. I would conclude with Harivansh Rai Bachchan's famous poem, लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. Thank you.